Hey guys, welcome to my top 10 most anticipated games of 2016. Now, in my opinion, there's a lot of good games to look forward to in the year of 2016, and fingers crossed, none of these games get delayed or flop flat on their face, but you never know. Be sure to leave your opinions in the comment section below on whether or not if you agree with this list or disagree, along with leaving your top 10 lists in the comment section below as well. Without further ado, let's get started. At number 10, Uncharted 4. Now, I recently just bought a PlayStation 4, and some of you guys made me thinking to yourself, this is gonna be the game of the year. Why is it so high on your most anticipated list? And that's because, well, it doesn't really hold up to my standards of what I thought PlayStation fanboys were hyping it up to be. Now, I'm currently playing the Uncharted collection that came with my PlayStation, and the story just isn't there for me. I'm not enjoying it. And so far, the stereotype of Uncharted being Tomb Raider with a guy is holding up, in my opinion at least. The multiplayer beta for Uncharted 4 was very lackluster and was an average third-person shooter. Fingers crossed when the game actually releases, it will be able to change my mind on the whole series, but if not, then my opinions will be the same. At number 9, The Division. Now, all hype was lost for The Division when it kept getting delayed, and now it's finally coming out in early 2016. The reason why it was so high on the list in my most anticipated games is because it's published by Ubisoft. Now, Ubisoft, I'm not a big fan of them after what they did at Assassin's Creed, and what it seems like they're trying to do with Far Cry as well by making Far Cry every single year just with the reskin. I mean, it always could be worse. They could be EA instead and have a season pass that's worth as much as the game, or have microtransactions within their game. So here's hoping The Division has none of that and is a fun multiplayer game to play with your friends. At number 8, Battleborn. From the same developers that made Borderlands comes Battleborn, another artsy-styled shooter game that I can't wait to play. It has a variety of different classes to pick from, and it's kind of like a MOBA RPG FPS in some way, shape, or form, along with the game mode that allows you for PvP. All I know is I love Borderlands, and I'm willing to give Battleborn a shot at enjoying it as well, and that's why it's at number 8. At number 7, For Honor. There's not that many knight games on the market right now, besides, I guess, Chivalry, Medieval Warfare, but this has Samurais and Vikings as well. It reminds me a lot of Dynasty Warriors mixed with some sort of MOBA, and I really am looking forward to that formula of gameplay, and hopefully it's everything that they're showing so far. But once again, it's published by Ubisoft, and Ubisoft, they have a tendency to not keep their promises. I mean, just look at Watch Dogs. At number 6, Scalebound. Developed by Platinum Games, it's another RPG game that I fell in love with once I saw actual alpha gameplay. Originally, I believe it was 2 years ago at E3, they showed a teaser trailer and I was like, oh, what is this? But then when I saw the alpha footage, it immediately reminded me of my GameCube days of playing Phantasy Star. Plus, there needs to be some RPGs again that involve dragons. Here's hoping you can actually ride the dragon and not just have it as a companion, destroying trees and enemies all around you. At number 5, Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Although it's a prequel to the original Mirror's Edge, it is no longer a linear storyline. Interviews have said it's a more open world game rather than just what the original Mirror's Edge was. Not only that, I've been really excited ever since the original Mirror's Edge game for them to make a sequel, and here it is finally in 2016. There's not that many parkour games out on the market, and I'm happy to see another Mirror's Edge game. I just can't wait to start running around on rooftops and doing all these amazing acrobatic moves that I can't normally do in real life. At number 4, Cuphead. Is this even a game? It looks like an 80s stylized cartoon, and that's why it's this high on the list. Although we've seen these types of platform adventure games before, Cuphead really does it in a unique way by bringing in the feels of when you were a kid watching old cartoons. And although it's an easy game to pick up and play, it's also said to be very difficult, and I can't wait to continuously die over and over looking at these amazing stylized games. At number 3, Horizon. Personally, this is probably the most exciting game to look forward to on the PlayStation 4, and I am excited as well for it. Made by Guerrilla Games that usually makes Killzone, I'm excited to see what they do in an open world bow and arrow type droid game, and it looks amazing. Just look at the trailers and gameplay I'm showing you guys, and I don't know much about it other than the fact that this is definitely one of the must-buys for me, at least, in 2016. At number 2, Gears of War 4. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you would know that Gears of War is my baby, along with Halo, of course. But unlike Halo, Gears of War didn't turn into the child you want to forget about. I mean, it kind of did with Gears of War Judgment, but here's hoping it can bounce back with Gears of War 4 after playing Ultimate Edition of the Gears of War series. I can't wait to see what Gears of War 4 has to offer, and fingers crossed it is not one of my biggest disappointments of 2016. It's really a hit or miss, this game, and I'm eager to pick it up and play, and hopefully have a positive outlook when the game actually comes out. Before we get into number 1, here's a few honorable mentions that I'm not so sure yet if I'm going to be picking these games up due to the lack of time of having to play all these other games I mentioned, but here they are. At number 1, Mass Effect Andromeda. Set in the future after the events of Commander Shepard, it's taking place in the Mass Effect universe, and who knows if we'll see a few characters from the original trilogy. BioWare usually makes great games, and here's hoping that it doesn't have a terrible ending like Mass Effect 3 did. Also, here's hoping that they don't give you DLC just to change the ending, because that was pretty weird, you know. Apparently the fan backlash was so strong that they had to do that. I mean, it is EA after all. But anyways, that is my top 10 most anticipated games of 2016. Like I said in the beginning of the video, please feel free to leave your most anticipated games in the comment section below. As of right now, it seems to be like a very solid year for 2016 in gaming. But then again, it almost seems like that for every year, and every year there's only like 5 games really worth getting. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.